All right, so as I did a first tour and I showed you guys this first bed I had here, where I had that bed conditioned for a whole year, basically for the soil and the compost to decompose and break down, and then it became the most nutritious soil. I planted my watermelon vines here and they're doing phenomenal. As you can see, I've already got watermelons forming on this and the vines are looking beautiful, as you can see. So what I did was I laid cardboard down. This is the back to Eden method because I don't want to have to be, you know, cutting grass underneath those vines. I want to leave them undisturbed, and on top of that I can have those watermelons in a better condition than in the wet conditions of what would happen if I left it in grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the water, it wouldn't be too good for the watermelon to be in like wet grass conditions. So that's why I'm putting the cardboard down and then putting these wood chips there, and it'll basically soak up that water, and then they're not in a wet condition. So, you know, and as much as the vines grow, I may just keep extending it, you know, just to cater to the growth of those vines. But as I'm doing that, I want to show you guys what I found basically in around this area or section here of these mints that I have. I don't cut these mints at all. Basically I use the mints that are on the other side. I can't keep up with the cutting of these mints, but the reason I leave these mints here is because you see the insects that basically come here, these little sweat bees, and this is actually very good because they're great pollinators, so I don't mind having them there. And that's the reason why I let that grow like that. You know, they help pollinate even the watermelons or whatever fruit I have growing around the area. You could even see these wasps over here. You see that? So I don't mind that. You know, another watermelon growing there. But yeah, as I'm doing that, I mean, I found this turtle. I welcome all walks of life here, to be honest with you. I think this is amazing. I'm gonna just put him back I'll probably put him in between these watermelons here. For now, I'll let him go wherever he wants to go, which is not too far from where he was at. The reason I'll leave him there is because I am going to be watering this area pretty soon, and it'll give him water because it's kind of dry out here. And on top of that, I mean, the cats don't get to him there because my cats don't go in there at all. My cats are so educated, by the way. I mean, they go where they're supposed to go, you know. I'm going to be also harvesting some more blackberries, some blueberries, strawberries. I mean, as you can see, I'm cleaning up all the weeds and grass around here, and I'm giving some room for these watermelons here to grow and sprawl out, but I don't want them in this wet condition. So as I'm pulling all this grass, it's basically what I originally had here was wood chips. I could put more wood chips on here too, just to make sure that nothing else grows. We also got another beautiful watermelon growing here. This is actually growing out of one of my compost bins, which I absolutely love. My raspberries, I did a trimming pruning on these, so this way these aren't going to give me any raspberries this year, but next year they will. So I give these about 3 haircuts in the season, and the reason I do that is to encourage side shoots, and you know, the better you stay on top of that, the more raspberries you get next year. You can see all the cutting I did there. It looks beautiful. Everything looks great. It's the way I want it to look. All walks of life are here. Look at these beautiful bronze leaf hibiscus. I make teas with these. I literally make teas with these. Look at that. Look at the bee. Look at that bee in there. You see that? It's a thing of beauty. So I'll give you an overview of what this looks like. It's beautiful the way that looks. So this is my bronze leaf hibiscus. Again, I make teas out of that, and it's beautiful because I also welcome a lot of pollinators with that. Got another one here. This one I actually propagated from that very one over there. So as you can see, it's got another one growing there, and then these are got the flowers forming on here. So everything's looking spectacular. This was the branch that was under attack by aphids, remember? Look at the growth coming back in there. See that? So that war is over. But yeah, that was a gnarly war between the aphids and the ladybugs. They had to go again around the ants and all that, but it ended up being a war. You know how when humans fight wars, it's like barren land. Look at the way that looks. But it's all good because it's coming back. The nature always wins though. But check this out. I've got a melon. See that? Melon growing out of the ground over here. See that melon looking like a bell? It's actually crawling up that blackberry. Everything here is growing super organic, by the way. Super organic. I gotta do some harvesting. Look at all those berries there. Bunch of berries everywhere. Man, I got berries everywhere. I'm telling you, I gotta pick all this out. Check this out. Look at all them beautiful berries. You can just see how, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Look at that. Look at that. This is amazing. This is great stuff. Beautiful stuff right here. But yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to show you that beautiful turtle. That, you know, the turtle visits every year. I mean, it's every year that I see the turtle. Every year I see the turtle. And I think it's the most amazing thing. Every year I'm gardening, every year I see that turtle. I don't know if it's the same turtle or another turtle, but it looks the same. The shells are the same and everything. But I don't know. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Can't tell you how happy I am just, you know, gardening alone. It's just amazing. There's my boy Aries. What up, Aries? What up, buddy? What up, buddy? It's my boy Aries. He just got neutered. As you can see, you see how they clip the ears. We did 12 cats, which I have to do a shout out video. And this one right here, this is Colby. See how their ears are basically clipped, and that's fresh. So we literally got 12 cats done. So I have to do a shout out video to the people who sent me money and helped me with making this happen. To be honest with you, I'm very, very grateful to the people who did help me out with that. But I'll do a separate video and do a shout out video to just make that special for the ones who did donate and made that happen. I literally, out of 17 cats, I think we have, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 more left. And you know, they can't do more than 5 at a time, so we had to go on 3 separate dates. But the thing is that around my area here was a big headache to, turn the camera over. It was a big headache to set up appointments here. So the closest thing that I was able to get to setting up appointments at a reasonable time to keep them from actually multiplying was actually in Raleigh. And I live 3.5 hours away from Raleigh. The closest place to me would have been Charlotte, which is about 40 minutes from where I'm at. But they are backed up. They said till like September or October. I'm like, what the hell? So, you know, Raleigh, they were super nice. They're, you know, I'm on top of these appointments. I'm speaking to the lady who runs that over there, and she's been super accommodating and, you know, very, very helpful. So it's definitely worth the 3.5 hour drive, because, you know, here 40 minutes, but, you know, they're not as nice, but they're so backed up that, I mean, I can't, it's not worth the wait. If I wait till September or October, I'm gonna have, like, you know, another 3 pregnancies going on here. So we can't have that. So everything's been working out smoothly and beautifully. We had what was it, 17 kittens, and they all we found homes for all of them. See, I was trying to give them up in the adoption centers, but they also couldn't receive them because they said they were booked and backed, fully stocked. So they said they had a 3-month wait, and I was like, nah, man, they're gonna be too big, and those will probably end up going into heat by then, and then they'll start multiplying, and then I'm in an even bigger problem. So what I ended up doing was posting it on my social media. I mean, I didn't think of this to do that. I mean, I did it on YouTube, but once I posted it on social media, I mean, I've got about, what, 1,400 followers on Instagram. And upon putting it on Instagram, within 10 minutes, I must have received like 40 messages how everybody wanted a kitten, because I said I'm giving them away for free. So when I did that, I mean, believe it or not, I got a ton of messages, people telling me that they wanted kittens. Now, this was a big benefit because I go to New York often, and many of my followers and many people that I know from like my social media on Instagram are in New York, and some in Jersey, some in PA. So it's like, it's not too bad. You get what I'm saying? But then, you know, I know there was a couple of people from here on YouTube land who told me they were interested in getting a free kitten, but I mean, they were like far away. Like, I'm talking about 14, 15 hours away. And, you know, there was no way to ship them out. There was no way I would basically either have to meet the person halfway, drive out to them, or them drive out to me. I didn't, it was just too much work. So, whatever. I mean, everything turned out good. And the beauty part about me not giving them up at an adoption center is that I know where they're going. So they actually went to good homes, but if I wanted to, I can always check up on them and be like, yo, how's the kitten doing? Because, you know, after being with them, they were born in my home, and then after being with them, I don't know, a couple months, you kind of like grow a certain attachment and love for them. So it was cool. You know, I gave them to a few of my friends, a few acquaintances, people that I know, a few old co-workers. So they all went to good homes. Other than that, I mean, that's all I wanted to cover on this video. Nothing really informational. Just wanted to show you what the garden's looking like, the stuff I'm doing here. My friend the turtle that was just chilling and roaming around the garden. And right now I'm just gonna continue to clean up out here and just finish gardening a little bit. I mean, you could look at this. I don't know if you can see that, but look at my hands. Wait, hold up. Look at that. If I got dirty hands, you'll know why. All right, like if you like, and we'll talk soon.